Hello Collective, this is Tampa Artemis Oracle. Today is October 1st, 2025. I'm filming this video on October 1st, 2025. It's currently 2:12 p.m. I'm on my lunch break. So I wanted to kind of keep this brief, so I wanted to see what cards would come out with the Truth Oracle and the Love Oracle. So the first card we have is Shadow. The other side coexist, and reverse side. Threats, money, life, violence, privacy. Clown, performance, camouflage, laugh at, revenge. And breakup. Walking away, separation, end. So I asked what to clarify Shadow. With the Love Oracle card, we got one day. Someday, somewhere, another time. Escaping for threats, avoiding, blocking, and pushing away. Memories. For clown, reminiscing, dwelling, bittersweet. And for breakup, we got pretending, mask, and exaggeration with the bluff card. So I feel like, the first thing that came to my mind when I saw the Shadow and the one day is like, and then the threats, it's like, it seems like some of you may not know that there is a hidden threat, there could be somebody that you don't know is a threat. There could be somebody that is a clown, someone that you joked around with, had fun with, someone who may be pretending to be something, but they may have a hidden motive, Another one is with the breakup card is that some of you may have felt like there is some sort of a threat of a breakup because you feel like somebody is pretending something, that they're not being transparent about something. That it may be fun and games with them or for them, but whatever it is, it may be leading up to a breakup, some sort of separation, right? Because of something that's hidden, a hidden threat. But I feel like this hidden threat has to do with someone that may be like someone who performs, who may be putting up a facade, somebody that can there was a word I wanted to say, maybe two-faced. That wasn't the word, but what was it? Like someone that you think is a friend, but they may be a threat to you in some way. It could be your money, it could be your life, it could be violence, privacy, it could be something. But whatever it is, it could be somebody that you have already broken up with, or someone that you're in the process of separating from. But with the one day in the Shadow, it's like one day you're going to see this person for who they are, and they're going to come out of the shadow. Like who they truly are is going to come out. It's going to be revealed, And once you see this, you're going to be able to move away from this situation, which is like the breakup and the escaping, avoiding, blocking, pushing away. So you may notice something that you may already sense is a threat to you in some way. So you're going to be taking necessary steps to get away from it, to move away from it. And it could be with a person, or it could be a situation, right? But we have memories, reminiscing, clown, reminiscing, dwelling, bittersweet. If this person, and what I wanted to say was the memories and the clown. Some of you may be reflecting on the memories. Maybe some of you are looking at like certain things that the person did, certain things that the person said that are now reflecting whatever shadow side of this person that you didn't see before. So you're reminiscing, you're noticing certain red flags, certain things, certain behavior patterns, how this person may even be someone who is vengeful, especially if you end things with them. For some reason, I feel like this person may be trying to call your bluff with some ending, They may be thinking that you're lying, that you're pretending, because we do have the clown and the pretending mask, exaggeration. So some of them someone may think that you're trying to clown them, because we have these two, the clown and the bluff. So it's like a masculine and a feminine. So there may be some bluffing going on, but either it could be a feminine or masculine energy. It doesn't really matter because it could be anything. But if somebody could be pretending they're walking away, because sometimes, you know, like when people go through breakups, they're like, oh, I don't want to be with you anymore, and then they come back later. You know, like it's like this back and forth thing. So this person, maybe there's someone, I don't know who this person is. It could be someone doesn't really believe that you're actually going to end things, especially if there has been like past breakups where you both end up getting back together. You know, so someone may be feeling like, oh, you're trying to clown me again, you think you're going to break up with me, or you just acted like you're going to break up with me, but you know, I'm going to call your bluff. But what's weird is that the true card is at the bottom of the deck. Deep thinking, remember, solve, puzzle, cold word, and then sorrow. So someone, I think someone's going to realize that whatever this is, the breakup, bluff, the memories, the escaping, the threats, or perceived threats, because the threats doesn't necessarily have to be like physical harm or even mental harm, but it could just be like a threat to your peace of mind. But someone is going to be grieving whatever loss. Someone may be already grieving the loss, maybe in their mind, because the clown can also represent the fool, right? So someone could be foolishly thinking that the relationship isn't over, but I think they're starting to recognize that it really is over, and they're going to start grieving the loss of the connection, loss of something. But with you, it's like they're going to reflect, remember the memories, and they're possibly going to see where things probably went wrong in the situation and why you or a cross watcher needed to walk away, needed to get away from the situation. I feel like somebody also felt like there was a threat to their reputation. So that may be why. Yeah, because sometimes you don't want to be seen as a fool. You don't want to be laughed at. You don't want anybody to make a joke out of you, you know? So if you feel like that's, whoever feels this way, because I don't know your situation, but what the cards are saying is that someone may be afraid to be perceived as someone who is foolish. They don't want to be a laughing stock. They don't want to be the butt of anybody's jokes, you know? Okay. Okay, let's see what the shadow on one day is. Let's see what these cards are. We have the Five of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the Ace of Pentacles. But that came up to because I wasn't ready. I want to see, what is this shadow? What is the shadow on one day? What is the shadow on one day? Shadow and one day. These cards. Three of Swords, Ten of Wands. There may be with the Three of Swords and the Ten of Wands, it's like there's gonna be an end. You know, obviously with a breakup, right? And they're reminiscing them. But I feel like someone. I'll put these cards down. Yes, somebody is feeling mentally distressed, you know. Whatever their thoughts are, it's not only causing them mental distress, but it's also causing them emotional distress. This person may feel like alone. And they've completed some sort of cycle, a cycle that was burdensome in some way, but they're taking their experience with them, the knowledge that they've gained, you know, experience that they've gained to go and create a new start for themselves, to start something new. But the Six of Swords came back and it came out in reverse. So Six of Swords is like stagnancy. It's not moving forward. It's kind of staying within conflict. I'm going to put in the upright. Because some of you, maybe because the Ten of Wands and the Six of Swords, it's like your whatever burdens, whatever painful experience you've had, you want to leave it in the past and you want to start something new. You want to heal. You want to move on. You know, you're going to take whatever knowledge, whatever information, experience that you have, and you're going to be moving into a new cycle. Moving away from stress, anxiety, arguments and conflict. And because you're seeing the truth about something, you know. You're seeing the truth about something. You're calling it for what it is. And you're already considering what your next move, what your next path is. All right, what is this threats and escaping? What is threats and escaping? Oh, we have the Three of Wands. So I think this has to do with the threat to someone's future. Because the Three of Wands is about, you already, like the Two of Wands is already, you made a decision. You were at a crossroads and you made a decision at the Three of Wands. But you're just like already starting the planning stages. Starting to take action towards success. Or something that you're hoping will be successful. But I feel like with this, it's like with the threats, money, life, violence, privacy, avoiding, blocking, pushing away. I feel like if that's the way it is, like say you may be pushing past whatever emotions. It could be like whatever feelings that you're having about the situation, you're just going to let it flow through you. You know, you're going to move past whatever the threat is, and hopefully you're not blocking it out, you know, you're not avoiding it, but you're allowing yourself to go through the process, allow your emotions to flow, you know, going along with the river, going along with the process of healing, so that, you know, as you're moving forward towards the future, it's something stable. Tell me more about the threats. Threats and escaping. Because the Six of Swords is also about escaping. It's about moving away, you know. So it could be that you're already moving away from the situation, and you know, maybe somebody has already left and you are just already like thinking about what your next steps are. You're already planning, scheming, strategizing what your next steps are after someone walked away from you. Hence the Six of Swords with the Three of Wands, and then the escape card underneath. So it's like getting away from something. Getting away from something that was a threat to you. But what is the threat? See, it's the ten of, it's the world. It's the end of something. But the end of what? Because you have Three of Wands, you're thinking about the future. What is the world? Why is the world here for threats? Why is the world here for threats? I feel like some of you may feel like somebody has been emotionally manipulative, because this is the Knight of Cups and you see he's playing chess. So you feel like you want to end the cycle where you may have been emotionally manipulated. It's like you want to move past that. You want to end that cycle of emotional manipulation so that you can start planning for your future. Escaping this manipulation that this person may have put you through. And then we have the Devil card. I wanted to say toxic. So you may have been dealing with someone who was toxic. But I feel like you're going to be overcoming that, because with the Six of Wands underneath the Devil, it's like whatever challenges, limitations, fears, obsessions, attachments, you're going to be freeing yourself from that, and you're going to be freeing yourself successfully so that you can start planning for the future, thinking about what you want to start in your new phase of life, because the world is the end of a cycle, end of a phase. So let me put that back. Let's find out what cloud of memories is. Because if you put cloud of memories, you could be remembering the good times you had with somebody. That you and a specific person may have shared a few laughs, shared some jokes. But I want to know what this is. I want to know if this is something like manipulation. Yeah, someone has their guards up. Seven of Wands. This is about defense, keeping your defenses up. Because maybe there is an uncertainty about the person that you may be considering a fool, or maybe you are making sure that you don't repeat past mistakes, because you see she's going forward with her guard up, but she is looking back, and we are clarifying memories and stuff. So maybe someone is someone is reflecting on the good times and the memories, but it's like, yeah, there were good times, but still I feel like I have to protect myself from a situation. So 7 of Wands. Tell me more about this clown and memories with the 7 of Wands. Tell me more. Oh, Hermit. Yeah. You want to protect yourself. You want to protect your energy. You want to direct your energy towards starting something new, investing in something new, investing your energy towards something where you can see growth rather than anything that may be a threat to your peace and sanity. Because you see here in the Hermit card, she's sitting there zen, she's manifesting, she's meditating, and you see how there's like this string of light that's going upward, but it's like this hope, because in the Hermit card, the Hermit has the star and a lantern, right? So it's like whoever this person is wanting to protect something, preserve something. But there is the memories, like looking back at something or someone, maybe reflecting on a past experience with someone, or just a past experience with a situation, and then knowing where they're best suited in investing their time, their energy, and their resources. But it's also about going within and taking time to introspect. So someone is keeping their guard up, protecting themselves as they're, trying to gain more understanding about a situation that they're experiencing. Now, what is the breakup with the bluff? What is breakup and bluff? Breakup and bluff. Breakup and bluff. Breakup and bluff. We have the Two of Cups. This is about friendship, coming together, commitment. Two of Cups. I feel like, okay, give me one more first, because it's such a keep on my mind. I'm going to say what it is, but I want to know if a card is going to confirm it. I feel like someone feels like you may be calling their bluff about an ending to see if you could try to get a commitment out of them. If somebody doesn't really want a commitment. So maybe someone feels like, oh, you're just saying that things are over, but you're maybe trying to emotionally manipulate me or manipulate the situation, because we have the Knight of Cups coming out. Tell me about the Two of Cups with the Hierophant and bluff and breakup. The Page of Swords. Yeah, I feel like somebody's watching, waiting, and seeing, like observing what's gonna happen next. Because this is about the Page of Swords. It's about someone who's young, who is learning, who is getting experience through observation, doing investigative work, gathering information, facts, even communicating with other people. So I feel like somebody's like watching and waiting to see if, like we've got the Chariot here, like what action is going to be taken. Like, are you really ending the relationship with me? Are you really ending this, or is this some ploy to try to, get me to act, to try to commit to something, because the Hierophant, it's about commitment, right? And then we have breakup, and some people are like that, where they try to strategize and try to play games to try to get something out of a situation, a romantic situation, and they may play these games like, oh, like I'm ending it for whatever reason, right? But in this, somebody's just like watching and waiting and to see like what's the next step. Are you really ending this, or are are you just pretending? Are you exaggerating? Let's see what's underneath. Sorrow. I feel like somebody is not bluffing. Because I feel like, okay, it could be two things. Someone is going to realize that there is an ending, that the relationship is over, and that someone, it says try again, new direction, start over. So the first thing is someone may be moving on and having a new beginning elsewhere, right? But the other thing is someone can be sad, grieving the loss, and wanting to try again, wanting to start over, have a new beginning together. But in some aspect, it may be a fantasy, daydreaming, imagining, and fantasizing. So someone may be in the depths of despair or sadness, loneliness, and sorrow, grieving something. But there may be like this hope that maybe, and I'm saying fantasy because it says daydream, imagining, fantasy. So there may be fantasizing that there can be a new beginning, because there is a sense of longing from this person who is craving and wanting and aching, wanting something. They may be even fantasizing about you, but with the heart fog underneath, it's mixed signals, blocked emotions, messed up. So someone's messed up about a situation. But I think it's the having an understanding that possibly if you or the cross watcher ended a situation, someone may be calling the bluff and then quickly realizing that no, this is over. But someone's sad, depressed, but hoping that they still have a chance. But we got the Page of Cups. So someone, and this is like someone who may be wanting to apologize, wanting to come in with a small love offer, but typically like wanting to apologize with being in sorrow. With underneath true, deep thinking, remember, self, puzzles, code word, investigation, explore, search, and bonfire, safe haven, flame, home, sing and dance. I feel like somebody is like really reflecting on what has happened, but is looking for some signs that something can be resparked, that something can be reinvigorated, reignited. A flame can be reignited, So yeah, that's what I'm getting. So let's get some hidden truth messages. I had to put my cards because I have so many decks and I have to display them so that I know which ones to reach out for. Okay, so what is the hidden truth? What messages do we have for the collective that may resonate with this reading? What is the hidden truth? What's the reading? What is the hidden truth? 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 Okay, so we just got that one card and that's fine. I knew exactly what I was doing. So I feel like somebody is or was or has been manipulative, and so many things remind me of you. It's at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, this is like they are aware of what they're doing. There may be somebody who's pretending, trying to say, oh yeah, you don't want to be with me, let's see. But then they're like realizing, oh no, this person's done with me. They're done. Let me see if there's anything else I could get. I think that's it for now. I just thought of a deck right now, but let's see. I just thought of the Tangled Love deck. So just one. This is gonna be the last message, and then we're gonna end the reading. Okay, what messages the collective need to know that resonates with this reading? Oops. What messages the collective need to know if they resonate with this reading? I'm going to shuffle a different way. What messages the collective need to know when it comes to this reading? Ooh, there may have been red flags. You've been seeing signs that someone may have been deceptive and cheating. Okay, we got a bunch of cards that fell. Okay, the first, cold shoulder, breakup, distance, ignoring, keeping busy. Controversy, drama, scandal, disbelief, hidden things revealed. So yeah, there's going to be some sort of truth coming out. Vibes in sync, energy match, same page, flow together. So that may be some hope for the situation. If it's not a completely terrible situation where there was cheating and deception and using and all that push-pull, controlling, unbalanced, pride and ego, power struggles. So in this dynamic too, like with the bluffing and the watching and wait and see, and then the threats, like some of you may have gone through a very difficult, challenging, toxic situation. You know, it could have been a relationship, it could have been a friends with benefits, it could have been a situationship, fuck buddy, whatever you want to call it. But then in the bottom of the deck is back together. So it's depending on your situation. If it wasn't like a terrible situation where the threat wasn't a real threat, it could have been a perceived threat, then there's a possibility that you can come back together. Fresh start, second chances, good vibes only, you know? And then we saw the new beginnings card here. Try again, start over, new direction, you know? So it's depending on your situation, how this resonates with you. So I'm going to leave a reading there. I hope it was helpful in some way. If it was, please like, share, and subscribe. Bye.